I am building all of PALDEA in Minecraft, and I built half of it already. Here's one of the areas I built. Here's what it looks like in PALDEA, and here's what it looks like in Minecraft. I think it turned out pretty good. This is how much we've built so far, and today we finished the left side of the map. It took quite some time to get here, but I mean, we're here now.
I am building all of PALDEA in Minecraft.
This is what
and today
I made when we were a quarter of the way done.
Of the map.
It was a while ago.
And by the way, we're almost at 100.
I definitely got better
so
since then.
Subscribe, that'd be great.
And
today
I'm still proud of how far I've come.
Which is just like some terrain.
My terrain used to look horrible,
trees,
and
but there are also some windmills.
Well, I think it doesn't look bad
over here.
I'm sure other people can make way better terrain than me.
And there's also this mountain with some more terrain.
So anyway, let's get on with what we're building today, which is the left side of the map. In this video, we'll be building the entirety of Casseroya Lake, and we started with the Asado Desert. As you can see, I didn't really just make that much of it, because I started with just an outline, and I just filled it in. I didn't smooth it, and I think it looks horrible. But I built up iron treads and great tusk, and I think they looked good. But I mean, they could have been better, but I don't know. Then I went through the rest of the desert, built it up, and finally I realized I could smooth it out, because I was just being stupid before. So now it just looks way better. There was also this diagonal tower thing, and I think it turned out pretty good. It's definitely one of the landmarks of the region. But anyway, then I started on Cascarafaria. I don't know how to pronounce it. But anyway, it's on a diagonal, which means it sucks to build. But I think it just made it look that much better in the end. So I had to build diagonal Pokestops and roads. But it was still fun to build, just because I like the block palette, and it's just nice. But anyway, that's where I decided to take a break. I couldn't really get back into building, and I didn't know why. So I forced myself to build, and I finished the town. It's still on a diagonal, and now you can go up the levels, like in game. I think that was a really cool mechanic I decided to make. But anyway, it's just really nice build, and it's one of my favorite cities. It's also got this giant lake behind it, which I built up all by hand. And that's that region. So finally, I got to move on to the area to the right of it, which has the Team Star Dark base, and also a watchtower and some ruins. But I'd say the base is more important than that. So yeah. But here you can see the completed city and just stuff around it. So then I had to go down south of the Asado Desert and build up Porto Maritonda, which has this giant auction building with tons of shops and stuff and a Pokemon arena. But otherwise it was pretty simple to build. I think it turned out really good, and I really like the lighthouse too. So then I moved on to the area to the right of it. And then I got bored, so I decided to start building the Casseroya Lake, which I just started with an outline, and then I filled in all of the areas with dirt. And I think the islands all turned out really good, and I think they look even better when filled with water. And for some reason before, I hadn't been using bone meal to make the grass feel long, so I started doing that. And then you can see there are more ruins and some trees. But then I filled up the lake with water, and it just looks so much better. So before I knew it was time to build Sakura which it took a while to come out, but in the end I decided on Bells and Yellow Cherry. I think that turned out really good, along with the trees. And this is the video I made when I thought I had built half of PALDEA. As you can see, it just goes through the areas I built. And I think it turned out pretty good, but like I wasn't halfway done. I don't know why I made that. But here's Soccer Trail in better detail with the nice trees I made up. I should have made more trees, but I don't know why I only made one. They're sprinkled throughout, and it just looked fine, I guess. But then I had to build up the west side of Glacita Mountain, and it turned out pretty bad. I don't know why I made it like that, but I don't know. Anyway, now we were almost halfway done. The only area left to build was Larry's area. I know that's not what you call it, but I like the name. And I made up some new trees for it, and I think it looked really good. But finally, after building all of PALDEA, or I guess not all of it, but that's when I realized I had to build Medali, which happens to be on the same angle as Cortando from episode 2, which, if you know, it sucks to build on. It just sucks. It was the equivalent to fighting Eternamax Eternatus, which he also sucks. But eventually I powered through it and got it built. Didn't take super long, but here's what the finished result looks like. As you can see, there's the treasure eatery, and I think the streets just turned out really nice. I should have added more detail, but I think it turned out fine. But anyway, that's what it looks like. And now, I was officially halfway done with the project. So, now here's some for the beauty clips.
Because I completely forgot about the primary mechanic of PALDEA. Instead of realizing that now, though, I actually went to a different room, burned some leaves, and shoved my way through the gates to a second terminal. It was at this moment, as I scanned in, burned leaves on the wall, and brought a metal chest back that's...
Sure, it's a common notion, perpetual in motion, but I don't need the comfort of any lies. I've seen the...
Well, that's half of PALDEA in Minecraft. I hope you enjoyed this video, and consider subscribing, because it really helps out my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.